Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to do another page in A Million Christmas Cats. I'm going to do this little kitty cat here. He's a little bit of a copy of a figgy pudding Christmas ornament. And that's the colors I'm going to do him in. Kind of brown down here, kind of a cream that comes down and drips, and then of course the holly and the berries. His little ears will be brown. And I'm going to do this as a Distress ink coloring. I think that would be fun today, so I need to find one more brown here. Not that one, that would be brown, but I can't find my gathered twigs, which normally is in here. Which is a light one, it doesn't matter, we'll just work with what I got. Gonna use Vintage Photo Walnut Brown and probably a little brush corduroy and a lighter color, not that one, might work, scattered straw. We need to have some kind of variation. I'll put Figgy pudding is like a cake down here, so we're going to kind of get him a little splotchy, and then this is the icing up on the top. So I'm gonna get going here. Okay, first thing I did was took a piece of paper and I traced around the cat. Boom. Then I cut out the circle and the feet. You notice I don't trace terribly well, so I mean they're not exactly perfect, but what I want to do is not get the color on the outside. So first we're going to do his little round tummy, and then we'll do the other pieces so I can have a little more freedom. I didn't cut that piece, no wonder I'm having a problem. So yeah, just trace and cut out. The pieces. Okay, that fits a little better. And that way I can ink sort of up to the edge here without going too terribly crazy over. So we're going to get out this one here. Probably going to end up taking all the lids off of these and make sure they have their names on the back so I can figure out where to put them back on. So scattered straw is kind of the yellow color, which is going to be more of a shine, and then the darker colors will be dark. Going to take a, this is called a mini blending tool. I think I'll start with this one because it's got lighter color on it. You just change the heads on these. I'm going to go in with the scattered straw first, and we're going to kind of make this side over here the highlighted side. So we're just going to stick it on in here. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's bumpy or rough. Thing is, we are making a dessert, so it's going to have texture. Okay, something in that line for our light, and we'll add that lightness up here into this ear and this side of this here. Now usually I do sticky notes, but my sticky notes don't come in round, so that's why we are using a cutout piece of paper. So again, just kind of line it up. Doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get our color on the inside of that line. Got little feet here. down here. One on this side. Okay, and his tail. Again, I'm not the best at coloring and tracing, so we just adjust it to where it looks to be the best and throw some ink on it. And that'll work. We'll also do some pencil work on top of this, so get that lined up over there. And in it goes. Try not to move the paper around too much. Alright, we're going to move that for a minute. And that's what we have so far, which is kind of cute. Then I'm going to go in with just the edge here and get a little darker on this side. Bring some of that up. Turn the paper and do the same thing on the other side. Just getting the edge here. And then bringing that color up. Okay, bring the paper back in, darken up these ears. Okay, gonna go into walnut brown. It's going to be a darker color, so we're going to get that darker ink pad. Just take this one off. Brown all over my fingers. Okay, I'm only inking up 1/2 of this ink pad, and we're going to go on the darkest side here. And add a nice dark color in there. Do that on the other side too. Okay, I'm going to move that. Do some dark in here. Bring that up on that side. Get his paws to come up a little bit. Try one of these little tools. colors on that. Just grab a piece of scrap paper here. It's going to be okay. Just going to go in here and get the tips of his toes. Try to get the tips of these toes. That'll have to be the paper coming back in. Okay, and then his tail. All right. Oh, his ears. I'll get those nice and dark up here too. Get it on so we can cover up anything that we didn't get with the other color. And this one. Boom. Okay. Well, one of those just fell on the floor. Let's see what this brush corduroy looks like. What color we have here. That'll work. Okay, we're just going to go in here and add that. The small tool. And get real close up under here. There's still some other ink on this, so you're going to get some darker color coming out. Just blend it on out. Remember, we're a cookie or a cake or something, so we're going to have a little bit of coloration difference in there. Okay, bring it down in here. All right. We're going to let that dry a little bit. And we're going to work on his frosting. I got to move this box. the frosting we're going to do with an ivory pencil and a little bit of brown. I would use the gathered twigs in here, but I can't seem to find it. So we're going to do with pencil on the frosting bit. So we want to go around the edge. And we're going to go in with the ivory. We can bring it up into here too. You kind of want it to look like it's dripping, so anytime you have a higher portion or a hill, bring a little line up. Lower ones you don't need to. But we want to give a little bit of a drippage line. It's not going to be very big because I'm using ivory and it's not very noisy. It's a quiet little pencil. Just a little bit darker than the color of the paper. Now it's up to us if we want to make a cute little cheek here, because we could. We'll just leave it like that. And then just bring that color down a little bit. Blend those out. Okay, we'll bring in raw umber. Little shadow underneath the berries up here. His nose. Under his eyes. Put some of that in his ears. Just blend that lightly on up a little bit higher. Gonna go back in with the ivory and go over it. Okay, I'm going to leave that for a little bit and go down and work in his fur again, or his cake. This is the walnut brown, and we want to really darken the cake part underneath the frosting. So we want to darken that. By darkening that, we're raising that part. And we still want to keep it bumpy down here. I've never seen a pudding cake that didn't have texture. Ears. Bring that leg up just a little bit. It's still not all the way dry, so be careful when you're moving your arm around in here. He's cute. Okay, someone's having fun driving their car around. We were supposed to get a huge storm, which included many, 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 many inches of snow. But thanks to somebody who was looking after us, it decided to go north instead of down south. So instead of getting a whole bunch of, going back with the raw umber, a whole bunch of inches of snow, it decided to all come down in beautiful rain. I am not a person who loves to go driving around in the snow. And we have to get out for Christmas Eve, which is not very far away. And if we had a whole bunch of snow like they said we were going to get, we would not have been able to make it, and that would have been a very sad thing. Okay. We need a lighter color brown, so we're going to bring in, no, not that one. Got enough green in with that corduroy color. Light yellow ochre here. We'll go over that and brighten it up a little bit. Our little spots are still there. I'm very happy about that. There we go. Back in with the ivory. It softens and adds more lines in there, so. Let's do the leaves here because we need some color in them. I'm going to do them kind of a soft. I've got earth green out on my desk, so we'll put those on. Just kind of color them completely in with that color. And then we have, oh, thought I had more colors out. Yeah, here we go. The oxide green. We're going to go in with the Ivory. Blend those two colors together. Just kind of put some pressure on it and go over them in the direction you want that color to go, because it will move the darker green around a little bit. Then you can go back in with your darker green and darken one side of these guys up just by putting more pressure on it, making sure your lines are there. And darken the tip down here, leaving the other part lighter. Okay, red berries are going to be just an interesting little thing. We're just going to take dark red and kind of go around and use that as a base, darkening one side a little bit more and just lightly coloring over the rest. Not much in there because I have this gorgeous Christmas colored, what is it called? Christmas red. And I'm going to fill those dots in with that, and that's going to be just really nice and glittery. Gritty, glitter. It's the only part that's going to have glitter on it, though. Okay, we're going to go back down here into the body of the kitty cat. And I have Bister. We're just going to go under here and make sure we blend, but leave long chunks here and there. Just want to darken it around the eyes. Make it look like the frosting's coming up. And we're going to bring in a little Holbein white. We're going to lighten it up under here, just to make sure his little cheek looks like it's a little cheek and not just a little blob of miscolored frosting. Getting this edge down here, but it'll still be there to see. Bring down his little face here, and we'll bring up some of that frosting color on one side just to highlight a little bit of it. And we'll do that too. Okay, get a little lightness up here. Little peaks on his ears. I think the rest of that is okay. I'm going to bring in my little stamp. If I can find my little stamp. The one with the little dots. It is from Stamping Up. It's the itty bitty background stamp. It comes in a set of 4. And this is the smallest one. It's a well-loved stamp. You can tell by, you can't even tell where it's from. We're just going to take this and dot him in here in the vintage photo and the walnut. We're going to take some vintage photo up here. Do a couple of stampings on there so it gets lighter. Some up here on his forehead. Okay. The walnut down below. Get some of his tail. Down here on his feet. There we go. That'll dry lighter. Make sure we have those on, the lids on right. We're going to give him a little place to stand, but I don't think I want it on brown. What do we have here? Here, gray. It's a Tombow marker. Had it on my desk. So we're just going to go down here and put like a darker color down in here. So it looks like he's sitting on something. Boom. Can add a little of that darkness up in there. few more in here since I added it on some. There we go. Darn if he didn't turn out kind of cute. Okay, the red stickles. I haven't used these in forever, so I'm hoping it'll come out of the bottle. Here we go. It is a bright, gorgeous red. We're just going to squeeze some out and then move it around with the tip. So you still get a little variation in there. Boom, boom, boom. Just a little bit on that bottom side. That is cute. Okay, we have our black pen we do eyes with, which is our Sakura black glaze pen. And we're just going to go in there, darken those up, maybe make them a little bigger. Do his nose. Inside of his ears, I think, need to be a little darker. Hold on, I got a call coming in. Okay, back. Color in this ear over here. Let's see what else we can do. Don't want to put these color dots, but I have a kind of browner. I don't think that's dark either. Just gonna add some in though. I'm using the brush tip. There is a bullet tip on this, which would probably make cuter dots than this, but I need a darker brown. I think I can get one here. So I want darker brown or a gray. For that matter, I could do gray. Pull out a dark brown one. What is this one? Yep, that's a dark brown. I don't know if it'll dry that way, but we'll just use the billet tip here and put in some more dots just to accent exactly where we want them instead of using the stamp. You could do this instead of using the stamp too if you want. We need a few in the feet. Few in the tail. So I didn't get any in that feet. Some up here. Careful not to touch that berry stuff that's going on up there. Okay. And that one we'll just add some depth in there with. Color anything we missed. just a little of that up here. Okay. And that gray pen we used, we're going to put little dots down here in our gray. So just add a few here and there. Boom. And we'll get one darker gray just to add something to it. I don't even know if that looks darker. There we go. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. I sure had a little fun. It's a really cute little guy. I'll take a picture and leave him at the end of the video, and I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.